for WSG, which was like a CS event. But I was in like a really like
Speak a little bit about how it might function.
I was like I don't think it was like too much like of a tourist area in China, because nobody there spoke English. Like you go to McDonald's and instead of ordering like a 10 piece of chicken nuggets, accidentally order like 100 piece, because you have to like circle the menu, and then you circle the menu and then you do like 10, but then you also don't know the currency, so you order like 100 chicken nuggets. Yeah, 100 chicken nuggets.
See it there. He was watching for that A angle, and it's going to be a complete rotation from Liquid.
They probably were just like laughing like, haha, silly American.
It's just absurd.
Eat so much. It's like, what?
Not even getting into this. They're just skipping and hopping. Just
no, I'm dead ass.
Getting kills in the middle of all of this.
He had the
I think ask Jordan about it. I think Jordan remembers.
That means that everybody else can try and go.
I think Jordan remembers. So if Zelsa streams, just ask him if he knows anything about 100 chicken nuggets in China. All right.
There's no decision being made. You're going to be dropping the spike here. Oh, you have to hit the shots, Dimasic.
Oh, that could have been the whole round right there. And meanwhile, they've got double lurks.
No way.
Double
lurks to contain all of this, and now just down to Dimasic. They know where he is.
Also, you can ask Jordan about the time that he had to pull me out of a pool when I was fully clothed. You can ask him about that too.
So that they can get life in a lurk position and go back over to A. They get the perfect timing on Navera to take him out. And value from Life, who got headshot instantly by Soulcast and almost pushed away. Yeah. That is a great opening, but EDG, they got the pistol on bind, and it went south after round 2.
You know, I did know how to swim. You know what? So I knew how to swim when I was younger. I recently went to a lake with Kaide. Ooh, I recently went to a lake with Kaide like sometime last year, and I was really confident I could swim. I got in the water, I instantly started fucking drowning. I shit you not, I had like water in my mouth. I was like drowning. So I can't swim anymore, but I used to be able to swim, and I was quite good at it too, because I took swimming lessons.
So even still with Liquid, you never know when they'll rip your head off with a sheriff bullet.
And in fact, Kankan going down means that Screamer's got the flank going here.
Yep. Making his way all the way through into cave, and timing again so important for him. He needs to be able to find these clean shots.
Sorry, I'm not talking about like on topic stuff of the game, by the way.
It's going to be that double face. You can see the gaming players. They want to try and take the fight. How long eventually will man up a little bit. The minerals are there, but again, they're just a lot of damage being dealt.
Did Navera have a shorty?
Save away his life. Dimasic looks to try and take away a couple of guns, but inevitably another round here.
If you choose the map, who chooses the sides? Whatever team chooses the map, the other team chooses the side.
Not a particularly great bonus for EDG heading in.
Whoever chooses the side, the other person chooses the map.
Say that, and then Kankan just decides to buy up an op. So EDG are going.
Yeah, 100 nuggets and saving Tenz from drowning. Got it.
You can see their team.
Let's just say, like because you can buy like alcohol like pretty early in China, like when you're really young. And so I went there. I bought this like one, like it was like the oh wait, dude, King has an op out already.
You just don't expect that. You don't expect that.
You've done so much economic damage to them round 2.
Why would you buy an op?
Why would they have an op and a Vandal?
Yampy with a spray down, and he's gonna punish that cloud burst.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I went to like just like the convenience store, and I bought this like alcohol that was like a 56%, something like that, something crazy. It literally tastes like battery acid, and I would just chug it in one sitting. And so I guess I just decided to like walk into the pool with my clothes on, and Jordan had to be like, no. Where are you going, Tyson?
Horrible situation and position.
Wrestle me out.
Just taking a fight with a classic.
And they've gifted an op to Navera. Both Navera and Yampy are fantastic op players. That one's going to go straight into the hands of Yampy. A kind donation to the Team Liquid economy.
That's one of those decisions that you're going to be looking at potentially snowballing the course of this first half.
So I'm actually really weird when it comes to alcohol. Actually, people will like gag if they see me take a shot. So the way people normally like take a shot, they just throw it to the back of their throat. Me, I just slowly take it like it's like fucking orange juice. And I don't mind the taste of alcohol. And like so like for a team dinner with like Sentinel staff, I'm
into tunnel. He is in a really dangerous position. He's gonna get spammed.
Oh no.
One shot does connect. Brought down to 55.
I basically can take a shot of tequila in my mouth and then like gurgle it and then swallow it. And my reasoning for it is it just is spicy. That's it.
Nevera saving his wall as well, choosing not to play it at the beginning of the round. Maybe looking to use it.
I'm not joking. I can do with anything minus there's one alcohol I can't do, which is whiskey. Whiskey, especially like the more like fucking rough whiskeys that are harder to drink. I can't do that. I will gag if I do that. Whiskey's my
I don't think it's going to be enough to pull players of Team Liquid to
whiskey's the one I can't do that with.
But no one's taking bait. In fact, the jumping in the
But I can do it with vodka, tequila.
Up his own Viper is going to be stopping them in their tracks. How long for solo?
Anything
20
really.
seconds left. How long? He went down to the molly, man.
An indecision is
You swallow it? Yeah.
Edward Gaming right now.
It's being picked apart. At what point do you just call it here? Scream wants to try and take the fight. Why not? Buckets of confidence still wrap around, but there's no time to even get the spike in a position to make it a winnable round.
And this has got to be one of the most bizarre Breeze games I've ever seen.
All over the place.
What's the drinking age in Canada? Isn't so I think in most of Canada it's 19. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in Quebec it is 18. I'm pretty sure it is 18.
Now Scream going and hunting for those kills towards the end of the round. He has his ultimate online.
Oh, Alberta is 18 too. Alberta you can drive when like you're like 15 or some shit.
The coach from Edward Gaming must be losing his mind at what had gone wrong towards the end of that round.
There's a lot to work on, I think, into these subsequent rounds. I think Edward Gaming will be.
No, it's 16. There it is.
Well, who knows, honestly.
Yeah, the economy's kind of all over the place.
The economy really...
Dude, I never understood why the States is so, like, why you have to be 21 to, like, to get alcohol. I really don't understand it. Because all that does is it puts a bar on like no, it doesn't necessarily bar, but like it just makes it so people have to be more sneaky about it. It's literally like people are gonna get to it one way or another. It's just that you're gonna make it so people have to fucking like get it under like illegal means.
Especially on B if they just commit Viper Wall on A every time, but that's a whole half away. As of yet, it feels like he's just happy playing anchor positions and allowing EDG to lose.
Yeah, he's got to run it back now. There's an aggressive play over towards the orb, making sure that they fight over this one. Yampi.
There goes the tour de force.
He's got that line of sight angle locked. Still wants to try and hold this down. 2 flashes, that's all it will take. Hard to dodge that one. There was an attempt here from Life. Players have worked their way into the A site, but again, it is being contained.
A perfect.
Have you seen people drunk in the States? It's crazy irresponsible. Okay.
They play it aggressively, and Dimasic's going to finish off the final play from EDG.
It's crazy irresponsible drinking, and people under 21 self connections to get alcohol. It's crazy. Yeah. So the thing is, like, okay.
Win the gun rounds,
maybe that's just like how the States is. But like,
that is a bit of a Phoenix moment. It does allow you to do that.
If you made it like not illegal, or like not illegal. If you made it like younger, it would just kind of like make it not as cool. Because like when you first discover alcohol, like when I was in high school, and like one of like our friends like first turned like 19. He'd go like get drinks for people, and it's like, whoa, like this is so cool, like this is the new thing, let's just hang out and drink every day. It's like I'm pretty sure that's how most people like probably get alcohol when they're younger.
But actually, no, now his help is removed.
But then after like a while, it goes from like, whoa, this is like cool, to like, it's a little bit too much. Like, get a headache. Like I have work tomorrow. So it's cool and like new when you're younger, but then after a while it loses its like, it loses its special value. Like when you're underage, you're like, oh, like, ooh, like alcohol. Like, whoa, like the adults drink that.
I am just bewildered, I think, at this approach, because it's so obvious which direction the Ever Gaming players are coming from. What do they have to try and push Yampy off?
I'm just thinking, like, what if you just like remove like that special aspect of it? It would just lose its like, it would lose like, yeah, it would lose its appeal to like younger people, because they would try it out and then be like, they'd be like, ew, it tastes gross. Or like, you get drunk for the first time and you just be like, ah, it's too much for me.
If we want to talk a bit about how they're approaching the rounds,
the thing is, if you let someone like drink and they want to like drink like hard liquor, just let them drink to the point that they throw up, and then they won't want to do it again.
They are not A splitting or hole splitting. No, they are going up and taking mid.
Kade did a drunk stream. She was throwing up for like 4 hours, and then she didn't drink alcohol for like a whole year afterwards. And she, even now, she still has like issues drinking it, because it literally like.
Understanding of how to distract the site anchors here.
That's really quite confusing.
This is not the same Edward Gaming that was playing against Paper Rex. This team looks lost right now.
Just an element missing, and that was a great trade from Nevera, but gotta remember as well, elimination match for both of these teams here. Both of them knocked down. They are playing for their tournament live.
But at the same time, I can kind of understand why it would be so, why the age limit would be so high in the States. Just because under certain factors, I don't know, but in Canada, we don't have to lock up our Tide Pods. That's all I'm going to say. We do not have to lock up our Tide Pods. So maybe it's like something in the water, something in the food, like, I don't know what it is. Who the fuck is stupid enough to consume that? God knows.
Committing the Viper Wall early for that mid kind of denial of information.
Yeah. And timing of the drone is going to be giving a bit of false information as well.
Actually, not false. No, there's fucking locks on the Tide Pods. It's literally, I have to go to the front desk with a chain on the Tide Pods.
At least one of the players. Yampy tries to take the shot. Life, he wins it out. It is incredibly weathered, I think, in terms of the way he was taking that duel. Not too easy at all. Now the shock dash to try and deny at least something, but that spike is still going to go down, and now you can see that post plant starting to get played now by Ever Gaming.
The fast
you know what? So
really good. It's a power position that they find themselves in.
With that,
that's fine.
I personally think that rather than having a Sky, you should just play Fade on this map. Because like one thing that's really good about Sky on defense, you can use it to like set up like oppers or just like push stuff for free. With Sky, you only get one of those dogs, but with the Fade thing, because it's such like a long range map, and as soon as it gets line of sight on you, it's gonna attach. So you get 2 of those, and you could just clear out like a big portion of like the map. Or like on attack, like basically, like let's say you're playing Sky, you literally can only like Skydog up elbow like this, whereas like with Fade, you could like get up to here, just like throw the Prowler. If you clear that, you can like, if they take it back from you, you can re-clear it. Prowlers do have range, but because the map is like so open and there's not a lot of stuff to hide behind, that's why the Prowlers are like really good. Because as soon as they get in the, not only line of sight, but detection range, it just chases you and hunts you until it eats you.
We're past the first quarter.
Best initiator on Breeze. I think Fade. I think Fade's really good.
That's quite good because they've been doing a lot of plays like
as a support initiator. See, like you break this. Imagine it's a Fade. You still have another Prowler. Like a dog and a Prowler will literally accomplish the exact same thing. But the thing with a Prowler too is you can swing with it with your team. With a dog, you're literally stationary and you're stuck in the back like baiting your team. And then with a Prowler, you can literally run up and be another body, which is so good. But a dog you can see, but like sometimes you don't necessarily like need to see 24/7. I value 2 of them rather than having to like see what's going on.
playing close up to the wall. And what a play from the IGL.
But no flash on fade. That's what I'm saying. Run like fade, and then you run like a KO. Like you use it. You use fade as like your wall hack character.
Finding success out of the most basic default B hits so far.
But yeah, the dog has limited vision as well.
And just couldn't quite get the execution on that one.
Wow, that was big.
Not quite as practiced perhaps with this Phoenix pick. Maybe just a last minute addition. You could see Soulcast.
Phoenix got on Breeze. Well, we'll see with the. I mean, so far Scream's owning.
The idea was there from Scream with the wall. And EDG in a flash have tied this up and are actually starting to test things now.
Yeah, maybe the goal for EDG is to try and make it a bit more
The Fade Eye isn't as good as Sova though. I thought KO / Sova is the best on Breeze. So, the Fade Eye can be good. You just need to use it properly.
Something we saw in map 1, but he's been essentially playing chamber perma ever since the start.
If you just decide to throw it in the back of sight like here, it's gonna get broken, not tag anybody. But if you throw like an interesting flash, or like you throw like interesting eye with good timing, like over like a building or something, and you make it like land high up while stuff is going on, it's gonna get a tag off.
Above the wall there onto yellow, and a flash peek from Soulcast. He knows what a second is. Make it a third. One after the other. The prime game in flawless. That's going to be secured. Liquid get to build that bank.
Yeah, there's some pretty nerdy fade eyes you can do.
A round that demonstrates exactly why Yampy is such a great chamber player and great offer on defense. He's in so many unexpected positions. Finding people who think they're safe, and then Soulcast with a beautiful counterplay to that normal A hit. For EDG, the only thing that has worked are the B execs.
Yeah. I think it's just that there's not particularly well drilled, I think, as well against teams that are going to punish. You know, when you drone, it's going to get cancelled if you don't bait out a utility prior.
They really just like dry walking up halls with the op.
This is new.
Kang will just hold the left. They'll walk up halls like this. This is the second time they've done this with the op. And then Life's gonna dash out on top of yellow. Oh, he got tagged though. That's actually tragic. That was one thing I hated about like the Sovin. Soulcast is fucking owning. He just one-tapped 3 people.
Just immaculate. And the punishment once more is there.
Yeah, one thing that sucks when you're playing Jet and you dash on a Sova dart is like the dart will just like randomly tag you mid-dash, like in between your smokes, and then fuck you really hard.
The recon dart could not have been more perfect from Demasig. It is a bit of luck, just that the pulse happened to hit Life as he was going for his dash. Yeah, if the dash had been half a second earlier or later, maybe Life doesn't get scanned like groceries there. As he's just on top of yellow.
The perfect reveal. Now you're in round 11 here. The money obviously not good.
Besides the hoodie you're wearing, this is a small right here. Small fits me the best for my
Haven't seen anything too special.
Like, because the merch I would say is more affected in the width rather than the length. Like already it's like really baggy and long, but it's barely bigger on small to medium. It's only just like the width that is the big difference. Yeah, dude, they just dry walks up again.
Scream is willing to fight further, wants to push it through. Knows he's in the corner. Bit of spam though. Does he know he's still there? Okay, flash. Turned away for about a moment. Oh, the kill is now starting to flow in a different direction.
Demasig is 1 HP. Wow.
This has gathered so many
There's no way. There's no way they win this round.
They've given up B.
Over eager there to try and take another fight, but he does get good information. He knows that the rest of these Liquid players are working their way into mid, into elbow. Life's gonna again contain that. Over the top into the right click.
And finally, a thrifty round converted for Edward Gaming. They've been trying the same kind of thing all series so far.
First one that they managed to obtain.
Yeah, and that's the first one because there was such a distraction here. The dodge on the Phoenix flash, Scream with a bit of a fumble, and there were 2 other players that decided to come and help out. And it just opened the way for
Why are you not in Istanbul? Tenz.
And suddenly this
because we did not qualify.
I mean, this half has just been so dominant for Team Liquid, and yet the scoreline does not reflect that in the slightest.
Yeah, you're potentially looking at 6-6. Depends which way this one goes. Tons of ultimate.
You know what's funny? Someone said that EDG never places the wall on A for the A take, and they finally just did it.
There was no utility to push them back. This time the wall is going to get dropped down there by Nevera 4.
Bro.
Retake, run it back, gonna be activated.
No way you're making Kang
Rewarded with any kills.
plant the spike with the fucking op. I know he's one of the characters that can get out, but just get Kang to hold aside with his op while like Jet does that.
It's just post-plant lineups.
Yeah, it's post-plant lineups is the name of the game here for EDG. This could really backfire.
Well, you got headshot anyways.
Play this one, a flash into the corner, and Liquid just sublime.
You know what?
Taking space, cool, calm.
Does he have mollies for lineup?
And a late lurk by Shishu's just way too late. You can't rely on a post-plant utility in that fashion.
Every team is doing that now.
Lessons that you only learn after
But
having that experience.
I don't see why you do it with the chamber opping. If the chamber is rifling, you can make a case for it, because you can TP out, but not with an op.
And get a ton of kills. Yep. In classic Scream fashion.
Because if you're planning to like retake, and with you have the op there, it literally throws off your plan of like trying to play post plant while the chamber holds like an angle with the op.
Thank you very much, guys. Let's just talk about the Phoenix, Jess. We didn't
I think
expect
people
too
ever
much to
run
make of it.
Breeze
I mean, look,
in
there was
matches.
only few
No,
parts
I don't
of
think
the map
so.
I could really see him having a very big effectiveness on, and I was like, okay, what does that look
I think
like?
it's really hard.
Hold towards those tight corners.
Well, actually, wait, no, actually,
prevalent for
wait,
is it a little bit more.
wait.
We saw him use his hot hands both for healing and for a little
Maybe,
bit more proactive
maybe, actually.
aggressiveness. He had a bit of an impact there, but just like the last time we saw him play Phoenix,
Raze could be good. I just thought about it logically.
Particular round where he did manage to take that control, but it relies on there being a
It took me a second. At first, I was like, nah, but then I was like, actually, it could be good.
It's those moments there. They're a little bit few and far between, so a lot of it does just come down to raw fire.
You think you make Reyna viable in pro play? If I'm constantly getting babysit, or like let's say I'm playing Reyna, I'm getting constantly babysit, yeah, you can make it work, but it just requires that like your team to invest so much resources into you.
Now starting to bounce back. He's on an average of like ACS of 247. On defense, it's a little bit lower, but I think that if Life can start building it up, if you can get the up online especially, I don't know how much I like the Phoenix on attack. And I think that Life is the pivotal point to actually shut that down and stop those executes going.
Mind you, how many flashes on those retakes that EDG have to deal with? Maybe conversely on the attacking side, having the flash drives, having Kerbal come out, I think that's going to be huge for the side of Team Liquid. I will say retaking it looked good, and retake's kind of just a converse version of attacking, so let's see if that kind of plays into this.
I know you don't like the Phoenix on attack, but the ultis, I want to see how many Screen can farm on
But
this
I
half.
think if you want to play Reyna, just play Chamber. Chamber accomplishes the same thing as Reyna, but you can op with it.
And that's a beautiful setup.
Reyna, you can't really op because if you miss your shot, you're fucked. Or if you headshot someone in a headshot angle with your op, you can't dismiss out. I actually think a good change for, and it would make sense lore wise, or like just like it would just make sense in general, but for Reyna, the orb should spawn at which you shot them. So if someone's playing a headshot angle and you kill them with Reyna and you headshot them, why wouldn't the orb just spawn from their head? Because that's the spot at which like the soul left the body. Like your bullet made a literal hole for the soul to exit from their head. Why does it spawn in the middle of them where I can't fucking dismiss? I played Reyna ranked a few days ago. I literally hit a one tap, but then I couldn't dismiss because of that. And then I instantly thought, wow, I could just get it with Chamber. Why can't I do this?
He's made this play all the way into cave with the deep.
Or if someone's like, let's say you can only see someone's feet, fucking light their feet up, like the orb spawns at the feet because you made like a big giant like gap for their soul to escape like from their toes. Like it would make sense. If you think about it, why does the orb always have to spawn in the center of their body where you can't like always grab it? You have to like jump to grab it. Sometimes, and it doesn't even work.
Comes through in round 2 for this hit. Oh no. The B side playing inside the Viper Orb though. That's a frenzy in play. Liquid Running up on top.
Surely there's one Riot employee right now listening. That is one change I'd like to see. That's a quality of life change.
All he needs to do is distract here, and he'll get pinched from both sides. But
If you want to see some Reyna in pro play,
choosing the non-risky option.
start with the small
Serving
things.
his life.
How do they want to take this player out? Just holding close to the wall. It's Yampi who's managed to find these fights, and he's isolated it down to that 1v1. Life still wins it out. Shushu's got to get a move on now. Needs to play with the rest of his team. So teammate. He is super far away and so low as well. However,
Hey, how did he get that?
I don't know. Dimisic falls and Life wins a shot anyway.
The orb would block
That's
vision?
all it takes.
Make it like a translucent, smaller
I
orb.
have no idea how Shushu was able to get the frenzy kill from long range on a full health target, I believe. But take a look at the replay here.
Frenzy, yeah.
This is Life able to eventually take out Yampi, and this one's on Shishu.
What's the frenzy?
What on
Or-
earth is that?
I mean,
Dimisic is-
absolute miracle play.
Or do you actually know what would be kind of good?
Yeah.
What someone else said, where you don't have to be line of sight with the orb. Where like if the orb is up, you could just use it. But obviously, to heal, you have to be line of sight of it because there's gonna be a there's gonna be a line. As soon as the line hits the wall, then you don't heal. But then you could dismiss, and then it could open up some stuff for Reyna. You'd be able to escape out of more situations more.
Look at how interesting
You'd be more
not being
chamber-esque.
loaded onto screen. You would expect, as Yinsi was talking about on the desk, that the Phoenix would be trying to farm up the ult orbs. Oh, Life getting headshot though by a Sheriff. Has to get out of there pretty quickly.
Gotta respect it. Has to back away. That's given a lot of space though now in mid because Nest isn't really being washed down.
They know exactly where Kankan is. Holding the same angle there is begging to be.
Reyna would have 2 broken TPs.
Stuck around for a while, but eventually drops.
Yeah,
It's very
I
measured
don't see anything wrong with Reyna dismiss.
by Liquid. You look at the
Because the key point of Reyna dismiss is you have to get the kill to use it. Therefore, it's useless until you get the kill.
Just clipped through a wall.
That's why you can have an OP ability when your character is literally like
40 seconds
basically just taking dry fights.
here for Liquid, honestly.
You can have an ability like
Group it
that.
up. Definitely cut noise and re-hit now that this Viper was going down. Here's the timing they're looking for, but nobody's really clearing the corner.
If
It's a
Reyna
wide
could
swing from
stack
Navira.
a dismiss
The
for later
trade
use,
is in
yeah,
play.
that could be good too. Like either you get a kill and it's just a timer that you can use dismiss,
Shushu wants to try and take the fight, but it looks like Liquid
or you
are
could
barreling
stack
through.
it. That stacking could be a little bit OP,
Despite the inferior weaponry, they are making it work.
but it'd be really
Life
strong.
incredibly weak. Damaged by a shot
What a
earlier
shot!
on.
And Hado's left down to 49 health. This is a round that they should never have
Oh
lost.
wow, how did they
Here's the one
lose
who
that?
seals it.
A Team Liquid Thrifty getting themselves in the lead, cementing and maintaining that lead via magic.
Yeah,
I mean, just some classic Team Liquid magic.
but much more purposeful on their half buys, I think, compared to Edward Gaming. An idea was there, you know, just wait for the Viper wall to come down, put the pressure in.
Yeah, well, they did a lot of damage early on while surviving, which is something that EDG had never been able to do.
Yeah.
But I agree completely. The grouping up and taking of the A site, they were able to trade out.
What's your ideal comp for
utilize
Breeze?
that early damage that they'd done to finish
I
off weak
think
targets.
To be as aids as possible.
What is Flash? Beautiful.
Chamber for sure, Viper for sure.
Up close though. Timing being taken.
Oh, what?
That's just with the classic.
Um,
A 1-for-1.
Chamber, Viper,
We'll be happy with that one.
Fade.
Kankang's just-
Honestly, I don't think you need a duelist
Still alive.
on this map. I think it's better to run triple initiator.
That's all it takes for him.
I win. That was our comp.
Round the corner, that scream just
I think we played pretty well with it too.
making sure that he finds around the side.
So like
The shorty.
it'd be Sova, Fade,
Clear a trademark out, but he does pick
Sova,
up the
Fade
fight,
KO with Viper
Yeah, a tap at the
and
spike.
Chamber
Just trying to
right now. I think it's
force out
actually
these
really
fights
good.
and make it more favorable again. A
'Cause
frenzy
then
from long range.
No.
You have flashes to push off the op. You have dagger info. You have prowlers to set up the chamber.
This time gonna be
You
careful with
have
this one, but
drone to set up the chamber. There's just a lot of stuff.
being repushed there just through tunnel.
Are we going to see back?
Like on like attack side, or I mean defense, what you see a lot of time, like a chamber will walk down elbow, get up to like right about here, and like a fade will like prowler through here to clear the deep angle for the chamber to take it with the op.
Disgusting, a bit of run and gun, the trade
Ooh, that was actually really close once again. What the fuck? These rounds are getting so close. How?
of what should have been an easy round.
9-6 now, the advantage for Team Liquid, getting close to some big ultimates, and with some large ones online too. The null command is always going to be huge amounts of
The fact that you have to set up Chamber and he's Sentinel. Well, he's like a duelist.
Soulcast have been dealt with a little.
I don't even see Chamber. I don't even see the Chamber as a Sentinel. I just see him as duelist with a trip.
Maybe there could have been something going. But at the moment,
I don't agree. Neon should replace one initiator. I mean, it's just the way you see it. I think in the current meta, to also counter Chamber, that's really strong. Like a triple initiator. When you're playing an Opper, it's gonna be like fucking nightmare feel. Like you won't be able to get picked. Like theoretically, if you're playing it good, you're not gonna get picked. And think about Breeze the map. What is Breeze known as? Wow, what the fuck? And it's because of the ops.
But it's all about timing once more. Noise has been made. Life, he did reveal himself there, just running across the sand. Scream was aware. Can't quite find the kill, and it's a third in the play. Can Life catching onto Scream.
Chamber is not considered a duelist because he can start fights on his own like Phoenix can. Okay, what's your case for Reyna? Reyna just dry swings people basically. Her flash is like pretty shit. So is Reyna? What role is Reyna then? If you're saying Chamber's not a duelist because he can't get up in people's faces like a Phoenix, what do you see Reyna as? Because Reyna is a bait duelist. Reyna is a secondary duelist that you literally sit there to get trades.
Isn't actually able to deal with Life on the flank. He had a free kill there, and Life had time to turn his head around, dash away, and take that one again. Now Team Liquid,
like when I played Reyna, I would play it only when it would only work if we had Shaz on Jet, so I could get trades off him, or if we had Hunter on Phoenix, so I could get trades off him. You can't entry as a Reyna. I'll be completely honest. You need either someone to run in and like you bait them, or you need heavy utility support. And what does Chamber need? Chamber just needs utility support. That's all he needs. So they function in the same aspect. That's why I'm saying like Chamber is just a fucking evolution of like Reyna that's just infinitely better. Plus you op 24/7, which is just even more oppressive. It's oppressive because you TP away and then you get the opt out.
And now an attempt to try and take this A site. The Viper's Pit in the choke point does pose a problem, but might be content just to ignore this one. Another fight being taken. This is just crumbling before their very eyes.
It's another one of these rounds where EDG should absolutely be winning it. And Team Liquid work the map effectively and find picks.
Chamber can't heal himself, but Chamber can take a 1v2 battle and TP across like a fucking site. He can literally survive a 1v2 battle, TP away, and then reposition afterwards. And that's the strong part. With Reyna Dismiss, you literally have to like fucking walk your distance. You don't TP. You use your two legs to take you from point A to point B.
Where EDG should have been favored to win cleanly, and they fumbled the bag.
Reyna is good if you have the best aim in your game. Now, with like let's say theoretically there's a character that allowed you to have an ADS Guardian every round. What character would need? What character would benefit from having just insane aim? Imagine having an ADS Guardian every round. Which character do you think relies the most on aim?
And then they can get rifles on the other 3 players.
Theoretically, that's broken. I know. Imagine getting a Guardian every round. And get this, a Guardian that instantly pulls out if you miss an op shot. So if the main part about opping that is punishable is you get them to miss their shots. Now imagine you take that out completely. They miss their shot. Let's say they can pull out another gun instantly and kill you with it, and on top of that, TP away. Doesn't that sound insane? Wow, imagine we had a character like that. I think Valorant would be the
I
most
would argue,
lovable
is
game in the
really
world.
The difference maker. The difference
Just,
maker is
theoretically.
how much better Team Liquid have been at being able to take map control.
Just imagine.
EDG into uncomfortable positions.
And then imagine this. On top of that, you get a $4,700 gun for free every 7 orbs,
They have,
but it shoots faster, slows, and also pulls out instantly.
Everything.
Just think about it.
Started mid.
The possibilities are endless.
Lot of room.
8 orbs now. 8 orbs now. It was 7.
Blade Storm, but it's that slow spread default on the attack side by Team Liquid. They don't want to give any edge. They don't want to give over any opportunities for duels to be taken.
But crucially this time, there is no possibility for EDG to hold the choke point at B. They've got to play a more passive approach to the B site, which is going to allow Scream in. So this is where the Phoenix should be able to get a very clean entry into the site if they do commit to B.
Well, Howdong has got his Trailblazer all the way through. They have to have a read now that this is surely coming on to B. With the wall dropped up, there are no players really in position other than Shishu. Shishu's got to hold this down, got to anchor it. The knife in play, I believe that does tag as well. So all the Viper utility that would have been stopping them in their tracks is gone down, but there's no attempt by Team Liquid to try and
I laughed at it because someone said it's so broken yet you still went negative, and obviously they didn't watch LCQ at all because I had a month to learn how to play entry duelist into lurker, and I put in a lot of time and effort, and I watched a bunch of VODs too. I most definitely did not go negative on Chamber. I just laughed at that.
Spray transfer, one after the other. He's done his job now.
I switched from one trick to another, but in a month I was able to put up a decent performance.
That plan is not going to be able to be secured. Yeah, it is the round for EDG.
That was scrappy, I think, from Team Liquid. I'm thinking back at that round, Josh.
But again,
Would you ever play Neon pro game?
Phoenix,
Whatever my team needs me to play. I said this before, like I only play what my team will tell me to play. I don't care what I play, to be honest. I will only get tilted playing against stuff. Like if I play against a chamber, I'll get tilted. I'll say it first. Hey, it's pretty not fun when you can't punish an agent.
You think about a Jet in that scenario.
Because let's say KO. Oh yeah, wait, get this. Let's say your teleport ability or your dismiss. Let's just imagine you could use it before you get KO knifed or KO ulted or anything like that. So you just get out no matter what. If you're Jet or if you're Reyna and a KO ult or a KO knifes, you can't instantly TP away. You really get caught out.
Still a minute left, plenty of time.
It's a minute though, where nobody still has his Hunter's Fury online, and that Silver Ultimate could be devastating. If Team Liquid let the clock drop down too low, it's amazing for denying plants or stopping site hits from coming through. Here comes the re-hit. Yep.
They've still got the Viper Orb. They've still got the weapon.
Oh, spray transfer
of a lifetime.
This is actually a really close game. But dude, I think EDG might be able to carry this momentum.
Slowly crawling their way back to an even scoreline.
Is life, to anybody that knows like EDG, is life an opera or no? Or is it just all full ganking? Because I think double op on this map actually could be decent. If you're running Jet and Chamber, you're literally running it with the intention to double op.
Life's debut map, bottom of the scoreboard. Life's second map, top of the scoreboard.
Turn around.
The devs were asking questions, and I feel like Life has really responded here, stepping up to the occasion. Liquid are only 3 rounds away from sending.
What was the most difficult part of learning Chambers?
And what a travesty that would
the
be.
most difficult part of learning Chamber was literally just setting up your abilities pre-round. That's it.
It'd be unfair, it'd be cruel.
But it honestly took me only like 2 days, and then I was able to get it down.
I think a timeout here.
It's just remembering to go. Oh, I have to go here, place a trip. Oh, I have to go here, place a trip. That's literally the full like part. Or like I place a trip here and I TP up here. Like it's literally the pre-round setup, and that's it. That's the only thing that like I think is the hardest part. Because you just have to be like doing shit like pre-round. Before I just jump around.
The B execs with the Phoenix it's a cute idea, but it's not working right now. EDG have got the read. However, what has been working for Liquid is playing the map. Going and trying some
I think any Reyna player, any Jet player could easily transition to Chamber. Literally just watch like any like pro player, look at their setups, copy it exactly. You will play better than how you are playing on Reyna or Jet. Because you're playing Reyna and Jet, you obviously like can shoot shit.
It's not gone well. It's a great start taking out Yampy.
Yeah, if there was a player to do it, Yampy would have been one of them on the chamber. As you can see, fights. Oh, Life wants to take the fight. Gotta have confidence, I think, when you're playing on the global stage, elimination.
Well, I think on No Duelist on Factory, I think the value of either a Neon or a Raze is really high on that map.
Thankfully, has a big old concrete pillar to hide behind.
Jet players can easily transition to Chamber, but Chamber mains transition to Jet, question mark. I think it depends on the player. So there's certain players that play Chamber and they're really like they play Chamber Jet style where they like, I mean, Chamber's like a lurk agent. Like you're a sentinel, you're gonna be lurking a lot. So like sometimes you'll just be across the map with an op lurking.
Going to be notable here now.
I would say if you were gonna go from one or the other, I think Chamber is more similar to Reyna because it's a really selfish character. And also like with Jet, in order to get full value out of Jet, when you have a rifle, you have to run in. There's some players that like they play really well on Chamber, but on Jet, one thing that's kind of lackluster about like the playstyle is they're a little bit too like they won't go in. And so that's why I said like Reyna makes more sense because you are like as Chamber you play for trades.
So important to make sure you take just the right timing with that. Quirky enough that you catch players of the utility.
Like I mean like with Jet you kind of have to get in people's face to be like annoying. You have to like throw your smokes in, dash in, like updraft. You have to be like hard to hit, and you have to take people's crosshairs to you if you're entering.
Last two players left standing.
And remember that stat that Ryan showed you at the beginning of this match? When Scream dies early on, only a 30% chance of victory. And
I don't know why my mic has been really loud lately. Don't know why.
They took a timeout for this round, this economic swing round right here, and we didn't even get to see what the plan was.
Yeah, it's fell to pieces. With 35 seconds left, there is no information gathering utility really that nobody
Can
has.
coach only speak in timeout? They can only speak in the timeout. Or halftime actually. They can speak at halftime as well.
Haldong just runs around the rest of the map.
And surely this isn't the percentage played. Limited weaponry. Yampy wants to contact.
Wow.
Nobody.
Holy shit, EDG's bringing this back.
With it, sprays them down.
Little 2K spray down going on. We've seen a bunch of those.
I think one thing that could be kind of hard since the map is so big. I wonder like, wow, that's one big ass fucking mini map. Is it because of his resolution? Is that why it's really big?
And an escape.
Am I crazy, or is that map taking up a fourth of his screen?
They don't have enough money to commit to this. They have to.
It must be because of the resolution, right?
Get to 12 and try and play for overtime. They're only
No, that thing is fucking crazy big.
Scream.
He's got that hero rifle. No armor, by the way. One away from his ultimate though.
And they also haven't been loading.
No, like I have the map already max. I would say the map takes up like an eighth of my screen. That literally took up like a quarter of it.
Got it online. It should be an easy read, honestly. All you got to do is hold tab, look at the scoreboard, and you can see that Scream has been playing for that orb, and he's got it online now.
Yeah, and the rotate is already starting to come through. They should know that this is likely. As the Viper Wall comes down as well, can Scream be the hero that Team Liquid need?
No, EDG doing a good job of it. They put their own Viper Wall up.
I guess to get value with like Phoenix on this map, you just have to like plow through the smoke with your flashes and shit. Oh shit.
He will eventually be dealt with though, and it's a great timing on top of it. Yampy.
Wow, Yampy got out.
The situation, the chaos of the ultimate to take a great fight.
Oh.
Shut down Can.
Insane 1-2 play from Scream and Yampy. They've got EDGs.
The Life needs to kill the Viper here if
How many
they're
times
going
have
for the
we
win.
said that? What is this, the
If you
third
don't kill the
update?
Viper within
EDG
like
about to lose?
10-15 seconds, just save.
He just knows the right timings to take. Adam's too distracted, and there's your thrifty win. Team Liquid looking like they're on the cusp of potentially having to play for OT, but no.
Put your faith in Scream.
How do you read
and Yankee.
EGG's name? It's Edward Gaming. Well, this is as
What
close as
an
it
awesome
gets.
screen. Look at this flick. Perfectly onto Shishu. And then as nobody scrambled to try and get the trade and shut down the ultimate, oh, Yampi's there, and what a shot that one was.
It's really good by Yampi.
Absolutely perfect with the headhunter.
Lovely timing to take. Yeah,
Does he have a
just
bloody
capitalize on
nose?
the situation.
This guy is stuffing his
Now
nose.
they bought themselves that lifeline with the guns.
Wait, take a tech timeout. This man is bleeding out on stage.
An EDG.
What? How are they
This
playing?
would be a heartbreaking way for the story to end.
Giving up the B site.
Literally take a tech timeout.
That read.
Oh, flash around the corner here. Yep.
It's not that serious. It's still like I would prefer to not be bleeding if I'm playing. I don't know. Maybe that should be though. If I have a nosebleed, I will rather take a pause than to play it out while I'm bleeding.
Nobody with a swing, and this fight has just gone.
It could be preference though. I don't know.
Nobody
all
gives
over
away
the
his
place.
life, though. Nobody gives away his life early on. And Howdong worried that there could be somebody over towards B.
Spike is in a dire position. Yampi has managed
Wait,
to get a lot
did
of space.
Yampi shoot at the Viper earlier?
Make sure he can try to
Oh.
hold for his teammates back, but what-
Wait, did Yampi shot at the Viper, right? Does he know the Viper's here? Oh my god, he almost just shot his foot off.
50 health.
There's the leg shot. Okay.
One bullet left in the operator. 5 left in the headhunter. Does he go for it? The madman.
Wants to take the timing.
That's how he naturally plays. He plays with tissue in the nose during the whole LCQ. That's legendary.
They're almost
Oh my god.
There are no risks really willing to be taken, including the Seekers being used.
Wait for the
just
Seeker.
For the information. And time is running so low.
Dude,
here. This
someone just has to run
It's
away.
not just survive from EDG. They have enough time. But if they go
If
down to the
Yampi
lowest breakthrough,
wins
could
this,
just seal
oh my
the deal
god.
and secure the round, but no, safe hands.
After it got to 15
That's
seconds,
gonna be bringing
because
EDG to map
think about the distance he has to run. You literally just go B and you hide like one person. You could even do like both, but like 15-20 seconds.
That was everything.
He can't run all the way from mid doors, grab the spike here, and run back. If he went over here, grab the spike, he literally has to run to B.
One tunnel. They abandoned B
So that was, like, kinda
and
scary,
focused on
so.
crunching in mid, and it was exactly what they needed to ambush Team Liquid.
And Liquid, I mean, the gamble they took there. B side was free. They could have done the standard stuff. No command, exec. I know obviously.
If he's trusting B, he might die. No, but like I'm saying like
Right? EDG have
what is
already
it called?
showcased to Team
So
Liquid
originally,
cannot
I actually didn't check what time it was,
run
but like the guy who was tunnel,
And so now
he
EDG
walked
need
across
to
the right side of mid
positioning.
to
They don't need
to get to that spot on the right box.
fear of B is
Now I didn't
Liquid
see what
there.
time it was, but 25 seconds. Like you just put like Viper just runs out, gets away from that corner, and the Sky like Sky could obviously like if he has flash, he can help him escape and such. But
But this has been a real
really just like you play the time.
slugfest, a struggle here.
That was like probably the scariest way to play it. They still won, but like I don't know, like let's say Yampi won that round, then it's something you go back on and you're like oh fuck,
That's going to be dissipated.
like that's a big
chance
mistake.
To try and bring themselves to OT in this round.
And if they don't manage this,
Yeah, so if there's a timeout, the opposing coach can talk. Yes.
Demolished Paper Rex.
They look good there.
Both teams have looked good there recently. Team Liquid would love to close it out here, though.
See a bit of a lineup Larry moment occurring.
You want to play?
This one
Let's
going.
play.
I'll look at the time afterwards, and I'll maybe it wasn't necessarily used in that
Lineup disrupted.
because I didn't pay attention to the time limit exactly, but
Seen it, you should have some idea that they're going to be pushing.
like situationally you could use this on like a few maps of just playing time.
Sometimes the recon should give
You don't
some
always have to kill everyone to win the round.
commitment off the back of this.
This is where the tension lies. There's a wall to try and split them away across. Team Liquid putting everything into this now. It's going to be that B split, but a Hunter's Fury cuts his way, and Kangang finds the opening and a rifle at his feet.
I actually couldn't see. I couldn't see the particles because of the Sova. Does Scream pick up the op?
He's got such a great angle here.
Has Scream ever opt before? They're running double op.
Get themselves into this post plant, and yeah, Yampi could be everything. All comes down to who can get damage done. The Hunter's Fury. This one from Dimisic. Any targets being found? Not quite. Can't clear it.
Scream is so weak using the operator here.
Anti-flash position, but he's got the angle anyway.
Oh my god, they won this round.
Returns once more.
Holy shit.
And Team Liquid bring it to that OT.
The players are popping off down there. They're so hyped to have not lost that round. It's the B split for the first time. Liquid have not gone for this one at all. And Yampi and Scream both with operators that one of them picked up off a body. Yeah. Listen to that Yampi pop off towards the end.
Oh, the players have been vocal. They are hyped. Never Gaming fighting two.
Wait, was it a Marshall?
Go home early.
No,
Liquid,
that wasn't a Marshall.
Definitely
Am I crazy?
pressure being applied to them over the course of this match. They'd love to just end it right here, right now. Take the series in 2.
Wait, who's on? I can't see who's on attack right now. Oh,
Over towards B as Scream
EDG.
makes his moves over at elbow. Life
And
with the
what an
jiggle.
opening. What a shot to find. One after the other. Still wants to take the fight. How not wasting any time though in the mix.
It's a decent response, but Nevera got a spam through the
Wow,
smoke.
they got
Another
2
spam
spams.
through the smoke.
And the players are
Oh
Team Liquid,
shit.
all in their sights. They know.
Okay, Kang Kang needs some fucking magic right here.
And it's just an impossibility. What a rapid round for them. First 10 seconds, you're finding the impact. And Liquid find themselves on map.
No, he did have a gun and he picked up Kang Kang's off. I mean, like,
One round away from
like
Edward Gaming's
some
story
players
ending.
don't play too well with the op. I thought like
EDG have shown us some awesome stuff, but do they have the great?
but I don't know if like Scream can op. Like some people can like actually just like
Both teams look pretty good on this.
just like not op.
Team Liquid found
Like see, it just doesn't work with some people.
the splits into the site. Their double doors A splits were working.
But I've just never seen Scream use the op
Through
before.
mid to B was also pretty effective.
You muster that confidence.
I just know he rips heads.
Go one step further now.
Trailblazer used instantly at the round. It looked like nobody was going to commit his drone as well. But that would have been every piece of defensive utility. Or
Yeah, like
informational utility.
like when 100 Thieves kind of forced Peter on
Flash the force
Jet,
through back.
like
Hangs at the back here of Yellow.
like Peter, he can do it, but like sometimes it's just like doesn't work properly.
Scream will eventually.
Like some people are just better with the rifle,
He is
like
so patient
infinitely.
right now. He hasn't opened the door to help the rest of his team here.
Peter actually he improved his jet op a lot actually. When he had to switch the roles.
Be injected into the round here because this is everything now with the door opening up. Has to be eyes on it. Liquid.
Wow, that it